All right, welcome back to McCaffrey Farms. Right now what I'm doing, just driving by one of our fields. As you can tell, that's the sprinkler. This is the south circle of irrigated. Kind of hard to tell through the camera, but you can see the milo. It's coming up pretty good. This was one of the last fields we planted before that rain, and this one we had a lot of trouble on. But so far all the milo's looking pretty good. Hopefully, if everything goes good, today could be our last day. We only have 2 more fields and they're not real big, so if we just get going, we should be able to finish. Be a long day, but hopefully we can get it done. All right, so I'm back here at the field, just waiting on Dad right now to help finish getting this ready. Gonna need a little more hydraulic oil in here. It's a little low. As you can see, we have a O-ring in one of these. It's bad, but down there's a sight glass and it's just below it. But anyways, when we had gotten our little bit of rain in that week or 2 that we weren't able to plant, this is one of the reasons why we weren't able to plant. We'd been struggling with our 8-row. We got it running decent, but we ended up coming across this. It's a John Deere 1770. It's got 600 gallons of fertilizer on it. Hooks up at the 3-point, which that's been pretty nice so far. But it is a 16-row, so it's twice the width as our 8-row, which has been very noticeable. Once we've had to work a few things out on it and get it running. There are a few hydraulic leaks that we'll touch up, but we're getting pretty close. This is one of our last fields. We have 2 more. The other one is literally right next to this one, so that'll be nice. Should be able to get done today. Should be get going here in a few minutes once Dad gets here. But there's one that is probably my fault. I put this hose on and I didn't have it in the right spot, so it's been rubbing right here. We're gonna have to replace that when we get done, before next year at least. It is a wing fold. There's 3 sections, 2 that are 5 rows wide. That's the 2 wings, and then the 6 are in the middle. So far it's been pretty nice. Like I said, a few small things we had to work out on it, but yesterday we got it running good. Right now we are running it off this John Deere brown box monitor. We do have our 1800 in here. I think the speaker fell out or something fell out, but we're gonna try and run it off that next year. We were gonna try and run it off the 1800, but we didn't have the right wiring harnesses, so we ended up having to borrow a brown box. This has been working. The brown box has been getting us through. I think for next year we're definitely gonna get harnesses for that. We also run 2x2 fertilizer. That's the only fertilizer it's set up for right now, which is pretty nice. Like I said, 600-gallon tank. It's ran off this Schaffert manufacturing box. This here is the box for folding and unfolding it. Right now, since it's unfolded, we have it in plant, but what you do is you switch that to transport, then there's a sequence you go through. I could probably show you a little bit once we get done and head home, because right now we won't have to fold it up, but I'll show that at some point. So far it's been pretty good. It's a little heavier, and you can kind of tell with this tractor it still pulls it fine. Just going from the 8 row to 16 rows, there is definitely more pull, and when it's, you can tell kind of when it's full of fertilizer too, just a little bit different. So far it's been fairly decent. We'll see. Today will be a really good test. These 2 fields we're doing are both close to 100 acres, a little over, so that'll really tell us how much we'll be able to get done in a day. So Dad should be here soon, and then we'll be able to get going again. So today, or right now, it's about 6:30 in the afternoon. I know last time I recorded earlier in the video is in the morning, and we're getting ready to start, but we ended up having to go get a part real quick, and in this stripper stubble, we've been having problems with it plugging up. As you can kind of see, like right there, there's a bunch of clumps. There's some right there and right there. It's fairly thick, and it's just not wanting to feed through the planter and run through. So it's ending up bunching up, and it's been doing that a bunch, so it's been kind of hard to record and try and focus on that. So I think so far this pass we haven't done anything. For some reason right now I'm heading east. The only time it's really done that is when I'm heading back west. So I don't know if it's just the way the stubble has fallen, probably due to wind, I'm guessing. That's what I think it is. But either way, we're getting through it. Like right here, some very thick stubble, which, I mean, it's good because we're gonna have plenty of shade for the crop. And most of the field, there are some spots where it's laying down, but anyways, I'm getting close to the end of the field. I think after this I won't have probably more than 4 rounds left, so 8 passes down and back. Then the turn rows, we're probably going to call it there for the day. Our tractor's been throwing a code, and we're trying to figure it out. Dad's talking to one of the mechanics we normally use, and we're gonna try and diagnose that. If it doesn't seem like, if he doesn't think it's anything too terrible, we might just try and plant, because we have plenty of fertilizer to probably go fairly late tonight. But we'll just have to see how the cards go, how the cards are dealt out. But anyways, we are getting pretty close. I think I said earlier we have 2 more fields. Well, 1 more after this one, which it's just right across the way. And it's conventional cut, it's straight cut, it's not the stripper head. So we shouldn't have any problems with it plugging up. If we can get started early in the morning, we'll easily be able to finish that by lunchtime, so that'd be pretty nice. Give us a little time to work on the planter and kind of clean it up. Well, that's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be there. All better. Alright, so as you can see, getting pretty close to being done here. Probably gonna have just a little over 1 pass. For the most part, it looks like it will all be in 1 pass, at least on this half. Down on this other side, it's looking a little wider than the 16 rows. Just have to see when I flip around. Gonna head back down. I should have enough fertilizer. It's sitting right about 80 or 90 gallon, so should be plenty. Then I'll head back down this way, and then I'll do 2 turn rows over there, end rows, whatever you guys like to call them. Then I'll have to road back, not road back, but drive back down. Probably won't have to plant. Hopefully not. It'd be nice with 16 rows. Yeah, get to where you can kind of overlap a lot. So if you don't end up needing to plant, that'll be great. If we do, oh well, we can overplant a little bit. It's getting about 7:25 right now. Like I said, might start on this next field. We might wait till the morning. And this is what I'm talking about that I hate with stripper stubble. I am interested to see how this stripper stubble does against conventional cut stubble, but as far as I'm concerned, we are not doing it. Things like that, like what just happened, kind of hard to tell the way the sun was shining, but a bunch of stripper stubble built up on some of the rows. I think it's doing that, like I think I mentioned that earlier, talked about it some. The wind came through, it probably came through enough times, and it's angling the stubble just enough. And so when I'm heading west, it's doing it again. One second. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. Wind must have came through on this field, because you can kind of tell looking at the stubble. And it's bent over, and the top of the stubble is facing the east. So when I'm heading west, the planter is having to bend it the other way, and I'm assuming when it's trying to do that, it's causing problems and starting to plug. Hopefully this is the last pass I have to deal with it. Like I said, it's looking like I'll have to do a partial pass partway down the field, so that'll be interesting because the stubble will definitely be bent the wrong way. But I am curious to see what the yield does compared to our conventional cut or straight cut stubble against this stripper stubble. It worked out pretty nice because they're right beside each other, and they'll have the same soil, same weather patterns, so it'll give us a really good idea of what it does. This is our first crop we're putting on these fields. That's why they are stripper stubble. The last people that farmed it, that's what they used. There are advantages to it. Like I said, it shades the ground some. I can potentially see it helping yield better, as it will shade the ground once we get rain and keep that moisture there longer, and less will evaporate as compared to the conventional or straight cut. But we like the straight cut. That's what we've always used. I don't see us ever changing, just because it's a lot nicer, and like I said, it's easier to plant into. Like I said, will be pretty nice to see, but as of now, I do not ever see us doing this. And I'm glad, because it has been very frustrating dealing with what has been happening. That looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. Alright, so I'm back here at the field. I haven't been planting yet today. We didn't get started till probably around 1. Had a few things we had to do on the planter. But I ended up having some stuff to do for college orientation, so I had to come home and do that when Dad started. Like I said, this is our last field. The field I did yesterday is just right over there. Dad he's probably about halfway down. This is another mile-long field. We have the last little bit of our fertilizer over there in that pickup. And then, I don't know if you can hear it, there's a little bit of a whine. You probably won't be able to see it, but my brother is actually out spraying he's starting the field I sprayed yesterday, doing our pre-emergence that we have normally done for milo. We should be able to finish this one pretty quickly. I'm just ahead where Dad will be coming on this next pass, and it's about halfway through the field, so probably 2 or 3 more hours. You might be able to see through those trees over there. Let me zoom in. Kind of right in there, my brother's out spraying, and Dad's just popping over the hill. So when he gets back, I'll switch with him. As you can tell, there are some storm clouds. We didn't end up getting hit here at this field. I think Dad and my brother, they both quit for a little bit because it got too windy to spray, and then there was a few sprinkles, so they both quit, and Dad just started going again not too long. So once he gets back, I'll take over for him, and then we'll try and get this field done before it rains. Doesn't look like there's anything forecasted to come, but we'll just have to see if we can finish it up. And there you can see my brother a little bit better. So looks like he's pretty close to getting that field done. Hopefully we can get this field done pretty quickly, that way he can just hop over to this one and get it done also. Alright, so I'm back here in the tractor now. Then if you can see, maybe it'll be a little easier to see once I can kind of zoom in. My brother is spraying just right over there,
to the other end.
and that was him. We can try. I'm sure you'll beat me because I'm only going 6 miles an hour. How fast are you going?
11. You might actually beat me. I think I'm gonna have to stop and look at another nozzle.
No. But anyways, that's my brother filming over, not filming, spraying over there. Okay, so having to come back here, we've been having problems with this one row. As you can see, some stubble keeps getting caught in there. We don't know what exactly is causing it, but we're just trying to finish this field, and then we can address that afterwards when we have time. But as you can see, dirt gets up in there and it clogs it all, and then eventually starts piling up and leaving a trench. Here's another buried treasure. It's about the 3rd or 4th one I found. I'll keep that and put that in the tractor. But just look real quick. We do have a fair amount of seed in this box anyways. 15 other boxes to look after, but I'm gonna do this and then get back to planting. The race is on. My brother is just right. Oh, 1 second. My brother's coming for me. He's right. Try and zoom in. He's getting pretty close, but I'm getting close. The race is on. Let's see who wins. Also, quick little side note, we
can't believe how small some of this stubble is out here.
Sorry. We did switch trash, we did take the trash whippers off. Well, I think he beat me. Because I still got a little ways to go, and anytime now. Oh yeah, his section's just shut off, so he won. Back to what I was saying on the row cleaners is we ended up taking them off. We took them off for the stripper stubble. They kept interfering, and it was plugging up even worse than what it was without them. So we went ahead and took them off, and since this was our last field, we were wanting to see what it would do in the conventional cut stubble also. So far to me, it looks like it's still doing a really good job. If it does do a good job and we still have a great stand compared to the other stubble that we planted with row cleaners, we'll probably just leave them off, simply because where we have the row cleaners, a lot of times we end up having to change the bearings a lot, and it kind of takes some time. So if it does good, we will probably leave them off. The next year we plant, I don't know, we'll just have to see. But as of right now, we do not have them on, and so far it looks like they're doing a pretty good job. Looks like my brother decided not to wait to start spraying, because I still got a few rounds to go. Someone's impatient. But should get most of this field done. Should get close to being done with this before he catches up with me. We'll just have to see. I'll probably end up filling up with fertilizer by the time I get back, but we don't have too terribly much, so I'll probably only put half a tank of fertilizer in, because we're doing around 10 gallon an acre. So I think each pass is around 5 acres maybe. I might be wrong on that, I don't know, but either way that doesn't come out to a whole lot. So I'll probably only put 300 in, so that way it's that much less we have to suck out when we're done. So as you can see, we're back here at the trailer. Right now we're just putting in last little bit of fertilizer. This is going to be the last fill up for fertilizer for 2020. Everything's, like I said, everything's coming up good, so hopefully we won't have to worry about replanting. And just like that, we're working on the last little bit, and right about now we're done. That's a wrap for plant 2020, at least for Milo. Alright, thank you for joining me on another video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Right now I'm just heading back to the pickup. I was on the far side of the field, so we're heading back, and I believe we're gonna fold it up and take it home. I think that's what Dad wants me to do. I'll call him to check. There's some plans up in the air about a few other spots, but as of right now, we are done. And it feels pretty good. It's a little hectic, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for more videos to come. We're pretty busy on the farm right now. Sorry for the lack of videos. Just got a little busy. Things happen. Weren't able to post. But I hope you're enjoying the content. Be sure to like the videos, and if you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. May have finished right at a good time. That blue dot is where I am right now, which is part way down the road from our field, and it's definitely coming. Some rain would be nice.